Welcome to Therapy Talk with Tammy and Pauline. Today I am at Ironside Axe Club where I am going to show you some benefits of axe throwing and mental health. Yep, so stick around and hear me out. As you can see, I'm at Ironside Axe Club, which is in Pella, Iowa, just a short little drive from where I live. This place was awesome. It had a few different lanes, a lot of seating, and there were some fun games in the corner, all for the price of when you purchase your lane and the axe throwing. Some dice, some Viking helmets, which was a lot of fun. You'll see that later. Props. I'm all about props. Shuffleboard. There's a punchy thing. And at this location, they had 6 different lanes that you can throw some axes. So let's sneak in and watch these fellas show us how it's done. Yay. Okay, so this is our lane. This is where we are going to be. And I have never been axe throwing before. I'm anticipating this to be a little bit of a challenge for me since I have little to no depth perception, but I am game. I'm also thinking that axe throwing is going to be a good way to blow off steam, energy, frustration, or anger. What do you think? Have you guys been axe throwing before, and how has it affected your mental health? Let's listen to Wyatt give instructions on what we're going to do.
Okay, yeah, welcome to Ironside Axe Club. Have you guys been axe throwing before?
On purpose.
So anyway, I'm just going to go over 3 really basic things for y'all today. First off, the most important thing is safety. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to throw the axe. We're all going to throw the axe. We're all going to stick it.
I doubt it.
And then I'm going to give you guys a game we can all play. And we'll be on our way. And I'll be out of your guys' hair. So basically, first things first is that these are real axes, so they are sharp. So with that comes your basic knife safety. If the axe falls, just take a step back. I promise it's not going to lunge at you or anything like that. Because I know our first reaction is always to reach for a falling object. Right?
Don't do that.
Let it go.
Yeah, don't do that.
Let it go.
I've never seen someone do it successfully, so.
There's always a first.
Well, there was Stumpy. Remember Stumpy? He did it really well.
Exactly.
Challenge himself.
Yeah, no, don't do that, please.
Don't do that, please. He says.
Anyway, that's basically just the stuff about the axes. I mean, just be very conscious about what you're doing with them. Basic range safety. Don't throw while someone else is down there. I know it's very tempting to throw at your significant other.
Kind of like when we shoot.
Just try not to do that, please. And then also, the best way to do it is 2 people throw at the same time, and then you both go and retrieve, come back, switch, throw, whatever you guys want to do, and stuff like that. So how you guys take the axe out of the wood is an up and down motion. Do not try to pull it straight out. If you pull it straight out, it's going to come right back at you, and it hurts really bad. Okay?
Do you know this from experience?
That is experience, yeah. Yep, I practice what I didn't practice what I preach. So, yeah. But anyway, that's basically it for safety. And if you'd like to take pictures and stuff, please just take them outside of this wood barrier. I've never seen an axe go outside of it, but I say it now.
No,
right?
yeah, never say no. Challenge
Anyway, how you guys are going to throw is, that's basically for safety. That's the best place. It is statistically, axe throwing is safer than a bouncy house. So.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, meadows.
Well, what about Russian roulette?
Well, whatever.
What?
The 6
Axes in the bouncy house.
So basically, where you guys are throwing your axe from is going to be from this front line. Guys, if you throw it further back, I'm sorry, it's not going to stick. It doesn't look, make you look cool or anything like that. That's what
They're way beyond looking cool age.
teenage kids are more or less.
No, I
like
think
that.
they're right in that range. I think they're in that range.
So anyway, yeah, you guys are going to throw from this line here, and I'll adjust you accordingly. So I'll make sure you guys all can stick it.
I'm going from that wall back there.
How this is going to work is how you guys throw. Your stance is really big, in my opinion. So if you're right-handed, put your right foot forward, kind of an offset stance like this. If you'd like to throw two-handed, put this hand here on the bottom, put your right hand on top, just like a golf club, baseball bat, softball bat, however you want to think about it. And you're reaching straight back.
You're not going to hit the target like that.
You can.
Target's the other way.
Like this.
Silly guy. Set us up for failure.
gotta stand sideways?
Sideways like this, you're gonna grab the right guy here. I always make sure that the knob of this touches my spine. Obviously, bad shoulder.
If you're flexible, that is.
Not everybody can do that.
As long as you bring it back, the biggest thing is to keep the blade straight. It's gonna, if you throw it like this, it's probably not gonna stick. So if you throw it like this, it'll stick a lot better. If you would like to throw one-handed, you grab down here by the bottom of the knob, bring it straight back. Big thing here is you keep your elbow locked, and boom, you can bring it straight through. I haven't thrown these yet today, so here we go.
All right.
Bring it straight back, straight through, just like that.
Wow.
That's how I'd have done it.
And then right here is an up and down motion. It'll come right out. You want to do it one-handed right here. You're going to do it right like this. Bring it up, bring it straight back, stick. It's just the same exact thing, up and down motion. It comes right out.
I'm gonna need to
He's
stretch.
he's the lead champ, too.
Now it is your guys' turn. I'll tell you how to score right after everyone throws. So I need 2 people to come up here for this.
Okay.
Rob,
Don't you want to do this?
not
Here,
with him.
Why
He's
don't you
dangerous.
practice this?
Go with him.
So this appears to be really harmless. We're just going to toss axes at a target. No harm, no foul. It's going to be amazing. So a little bit about axe throwing. It can actually be traced back to 1940s, even though loggers and lumberjacks have been around since the early 1800s and probably threw some axes around. As far as the history of axe throwing, 1940s. And the research I did for this episode, axe throwing is actually one of the most popular and fastest growing sports these days. As you can see, it's very similar to darts, right? And I learned there are pretty aggressive competitions. Do you see at the bottom of the target there where it has a hashtag of WATL, which stands for World Axe Throwing League? Pretty sure I'm not going to be asked to be, or my husband, on any axe throwing league anytime soon. I don't think I have the posture or the form down at all. Look at it just bounce off the wall. Then it became popular. Axe throwing is a sport that actually started back in 2006. So as if throwing axes wasn't fun enough, there are some really good reasons to attempt this thing. For one, it can build your confidence. You can laugh at yourself. And it's obviously good exercise. And yes, it can relieve stress. And I do believe it would be good for your mental health. Although in looking at research, for this episode, I didn't find any studies specifically done on mental health and axe throwing. But I am here to tell you that I do believe that there's probably some really good correlations between the two. It's stress relieving, and it can be very therapeutic. Just imagine taking your frustrations and throwing it and aiming it at something. Therapeutic, right? Then there's the physical activity part of it. Axe throwing can work all sorts of parts of your body, even parts you didn't even know you had. Let me tell you, the next day after this, my shoulders were screaming at me and they were very angry, but I had a good time to say the least. So as you can see, the basic premise of axe throwing is standing there, aiming it, and throwing.
If you break the pin line on the red, it's 6, so a bullseye. These blue dots are worth 8. Ooh. So just because I know it'll happen, because it always does, the axe has to break the black line. And you take the bigger number. If it even touches the pin line, it counts. So here there's pin line around this. There's pin line around this. I made this one, so I know this pin line. So, and if you guys need any judge approval,
Right? Yeah,
We might be a little competitive.
Judge and the
We're
jury.
pretty
up.
Go at the same time, Rob. That's what he said. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. That's a big goose.
Practice shot. We're starting now.
Oh, okay.
Rob's getting injured picking it up.
We're gonna do it together. 1,
2, 3.
2, 3. Oh, what's going on, Rob?
5.
I want to pick a different team.
4.
I told you.
It's 4.
You didn't even bring the axe up?
Didn't even pick up the axe.
If I bend over far enough to see my feet, my back's going out.
Dude, you'd have to be way over to see your feet.
Okay, 1 foot in front of the other. 2 hands. Yep. 1, 2, 3. You want to practice? I can practice. Where's the practice? That's why I like that. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That's practice.
Those of you who are paying attention to what I just said, I said I'm going to take off my shoes. Not
that'll make you an expert. Take off your
most brilliant moment.
Dutch
We're throwing
Viking
axes, there's wood
princess
chips everywhere, and I decided to go barefoot because I
Like
wanted
what?
to get a little bit more grounding in. Oh my goodness. Nothing good can come out of this. Except a score. I scored. Without any shoes, mind you.
I got a 1.
Yeah, if you would have not thrown, you had a better one the first time.
Okay, so here's my own scientific study done on this with us 4 50-year-old people who have never thrown axe before. It is a lot of fun. I would say it definitely reduces stress and anxiety. We also got a chance to hang out with some phenomenal friends and engaged and laughing and talking and just having encouragement and poking some fun at each other, which is always satisfying. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.